Now, regarding the coronavirus situation, kind of the second thing I uh, am investigating whether I'm really doing the best I can is how how much it is about me and how much it is about sharing me, sort of. So what I do is that all the triggers that I have experienced so far, eventually when I meditated on them, led to me. It was some part of me that resonated with it, and therefore I've been spending a lot of time in healing
It,
myself,
yes, that's what
spend
many of you are being asked to do. Absolutely.
nature and so on. And therefore, every time when I am inspired to, let's say, share something outside, it is very often that I write a blog post and then my higher self said, okay, that's enough, now go to sleep. And because this is for you, not for the others, because you are not in the position where you could share anything to the world right now, you need to heal first. And for it served you to the release. So basically, this is kind of, I see it as a process about me rather than the others. But then I also keep hearing that there is this physical action that needs to be done to really bring in the reality that we want to
Yes,
experience.
yes. Well, remember, even what you have shared already, you have taken physical action. You have written down the downloads, the insights, that's a physical action. You've then allowed for yourself to rest, to integrate the insights in a full, comprehensive way. That's another physical action. So remember, a physical action isn't always something that is what you would consider to be external in an overt way. We'll break this down even more.
Mhm.
Even choosing to think a certain thought or to go into a certain state of being is a physical action. In that, you have to activate different parts of your brain, different parts of your nervous system, different parts of your hormonal systems in order to achieve those states of being, in order to summon forth those thoughts. So even what you perceive to be inner actions have a quality of physicality associated with them. So the idea being here to really expand your definition of a physical action, because you may find you're taking a great deal of physical actions, but perhaps you're not recognizing them as such.
Yeah, thank you. I think that this was my confusion of, not confusion, because I think that, or what I sense is that if I really understand that I am creating the reality based on the vibration I am in, and that I shift from different parallel reality to another based on my current state being, that if I work on myself, that should be by definition enough
Yes.
physical action to make all the changes in the world, even without talking to people, like unless I'm guided to
Now,
do so.
yes, yes, but you may find at a certain point in time that may change. Because right now, that may be the level you need to work at, the level that is more inward. However, as things begin to open up through you doing that inner healing, and you find your society as a result begins to open up because of the openings you have made within, you may notice actions, responsibilities, communications may then become more externalized as a result of the openness that has been created. What you consider to be your world temporarily shutting down, the blockage that you may be experiencing in the collective, is simply reflecting the idea of all of you choosing to slow down so you can get in touch with whatever resistances are present within, so you can let those things go, which will then unclog, so to say, your collective consciousness. And the energies will then begin to flow outwardly a bit more. So, right now, that's what you're all going through. So, this inward process that you're feeling naturally called to is a process your entire species is being invited to explore. And that is what ends up leading to your society really reopening in a way that all of you prefer. And of course, as you know, your collective is a vibrational response to your energy. So as you go through this process more, you will find the collective consciousness of your world and kind begins to then mirror that back to you.
Mm. Perfect. So this is aligned with what I feel. First get myself into the balanced state, into the coherent state, and then once I'm there, then from there share what works for me, rather than pointing out the things that don't work, that
Of
because
course.
that doesn't resonate with me. Kind of, I tried that, it didn't work. it's it's just bringing more worries.
Yes, yes. So go with what does work. And you'll find that you begin to then move through whatever these issues are, whatever these inner processes are, in ways that are more gentle, more streamlined. And when you are then called to engage more outwardly, you'll feel that call. You'll be in the proper state of being to perceive your natural energies guiding you into that more extroverted direction. So at a certain point, your energy will build in a way that will eventually prompt you into more externalized actions. But there's no need to rush that. Just like the idea of the caterpillar in the cocoon, that's more or less what you're going through right now. And at a certain point, the energies of evolution will prompt the caterpillar to emerge a butterfly. And that's what is happening here.
Right. So basically, it ties very tightly to the first question I asked. Basically, create the not trying to protect myself or fight or invalidate anybody, but to create the state where I know that I'm safe, that I know that everything is fine.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. And use whatever tools resonate with you in relationship to really crystallizing those energies.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Of
Makes
course.
sense.